morning, kids. What time is it?
Hey gang, Keith here from GeekTime TV. Got a little NFL broadcast rumors, I guess you'd call them. Kind of interesting, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So Netflix could have bigger NFL ambitions than a single Sunday afternoon package. This comes from Mike Florio at Pro Football Talk. Let's see what he has to say. Netflix gave an otherwise slow week of NFL news a kick in the tuchus, thanks to podcast interview comments from its chief content office, I think it's officer, Bella Balajaria. She said that Netflix would want Sunday afternoon games. That opened the door for a guessing game regarding which of the two packages the company will target, the AFC-centric slate currently held by CBS or the NFC package over which Fox has had a hammerlock for over 30 years. Why not both? Sparked by an email from a reader that broached the possibility Mike Florio's impaired brain remembered something he'd heard from a high-level source years ago. In time, the league could sell multiple packages to a single tech company, which would then resell the rights to broadcast networks. So Netflix would, in this case, become like an aggregator for distributing all the games to your free over-the-air broadcast, right? So the NFL would sell the entire slate of games to Netflix. Netflix would then resell to the networks. Let's keep going here. Throw in the fact that the league's current Sunday ticket model, which required YouTube TV to charge a premium in order to placate CBS and Fox, creates an ongoing antitrust exposure, and the prospect of selling all Sunday afternoon games to a single entity like Netflix makes sense. Can't really follow a lot of that, but I guess apparently YouTube TV having the Sunday ticket, previously DirecTV having the Sunday ticket, apparently caused some friction here with CBS and Fox. Don't know. I'm not in the weeds on that. Don't know the legal of all that. But according to Florio, there's tension there. Keep going here. So here's an example of how it would work or look. Netflix pays a massive fee for the universal collection of 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 4:25 Eastern Time games. Netflix then sells the broadcast rights to one or more of the 4 three-letter networks, CBS, Fox, ABC, and NBC. So it's kind of what I was saying, right? So they'd become like a clearinghouse, in effect, for distributing games to whoever wants to pay for them. In every market, the status quo for the viewer would remain. So on the user end, it stays invisible. You turn on your TV, your over-the-air antenna, or your cable subscription. You put on your local CBS network. You put on your local Fox. You're going to still see your regional game, right? There would be 3 games typically available through the free TV given on a given Sunday, including the games of the closest team geographically. So you'd get, if say you're in the New York market, you'll get the Giants, the Jets, maybe the Patriots or Philadelphia Eagles, somewhere in there, right? Netflix would then make all other games available through a Sunday ticket style offering for streaming. So I'm guessing YouTube would now lose the Sunday ticket package because this would all go to Netflix. And I doubt YouTube would buy from Netflix because that's a cost increase. It's already too expensive on YouTube, in my opinion. I think the Sunday ticket moving to YouTube was a flop because they just basically ported, and I've made videos about this in the past, they ported the DirecTV Sunday ticket over to YouTube. Pricing didn't change much at all, and neither did the offerings. You're still stuck with the same package that was on DirecTV. And you would think at YouTube being a streaming outlet, you'd be able to just, a la carte the thing. I just want to watch this one game on this one day. I just want to watch my team every week. You didn't get those kind of offerings. You just got the standard buy the whole thing or else, which is a bummer. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and for me, it's a waste of money because the Steelers end up on free TV or in prime time 8 or 9 times a year. So it's not worth $400 some odd for half the season to watch them play, a team like, I don't know, a crappy team like the Panthers, right? It's not worth the money. I'd rather just go to a sports bar at that point. Let's see. Because the league would be selling all Sunday afternoon rights directly to Netflix at the proper sum, it would be for Netflix to figure out how to best strike the balance between ensuring proper value for the broadcast networks, which loathe Sunday Ticket, and that's interesting. I did not know that. Wonder why they would loathe Sunday Ticket. Because Sunday Ticket doesn't really affect them. If they're regionalized, you're only going to get the team geographically closest to you, which is then blacked out on Sunday Ticket. I don't understand what their issue is. All Sunday Ticket does is allow you to watch out-of-market games. Continuing, and generating adequate revenue for the premium Sunday Ticket offering. So let me back this up again. So it would be for Netflix to figure out how to best strike the balance between ensuring proper value for the broadcast networks, which loathe Sunday Ticket, and generating adequate revenue for basically their premium Sunday Ticket offering. The NFL would no longer be caught in the middle. Here's the rub. The NFL would no longer be caught in the middle, erasing any and all fingerprints and breadcrumb trails that would potentially create further antitrust liability for the league. So basically, Roger Goodell could wash his hands of the whole thing and let Netflix fight with the networks, and he can sit back and collect the money. The challenge for Netflix would be making the requisite investment in up to 13 Sunday games, and every week a good one. Regardless, under this model, Netflix would become the exclusive supplier to the various networks, and it would be the lone provider of Sunday Ticket. Okay, so it's a consolidation. I'm not sure I'm against this. I'm not crazy about Netflix being the one doing it, but I'm not against the idea of consolidating this whole thing and maybe cleaning up the Sunday Ticket package to offer more options, as I previously mentioned. Let's finish this up. It could charge whatever it wants as long as people will pay. And I think people have hit their limit on this $400, Sunday Ticket thing. I really do. It's just, you look at the streaming packages for Major League Baseball, which offers you 162 days, or no, more than that, because, there's days off. So 162 games per team. And it's $150, I believe. You have the NBA packages somewhere in the $120, I believe, $100 to $125 range. And before ESPN absorbed the NHL, that was also in the $120 to $150 range to watch everything. Of course, there's regional blackouts on those too. But you're looking at the NFL package, and granted, it's the most popular sports league by a mile, but to charge 4 times as much as the other leagues seems a little bit over-aggressive to me. It could make out-of-market games cheaper. It could allow fans to purchase one team, one weekend, or even one game at a time. And that's exactly what I thought YouTube would do when they acquired Sunday Ticket and did not. So just for that alone, I'm all for this Netflix idea, if it follows through this way. Along the way, Netflix would boost its profile tremendously. Their profile's pretty big already, putting it on par, if not above, the established networks. And if Netflix were to require at least a basic membership plan for anyone who purchases out-of-market games, Netflix will emerge as the lone must-have streamer in an ever-growing sea of options. And let's face it, since Netflix is no longer the aggregator of most popular movies, since all the studios started their own streaming channels and took a lot of their content away from Netflix, Netflix has kind of been throwing darts at the wall, just trying to figure out how to survive. They were the top, and they're still one of the more popular streamers, but, with their original series and whatnot. But I'm sure something like this would catapult them back to the go-to streamer. I've got no idea whether this could happen or whether Netflix is even considering it, but we've sensed enough consternation in the aftermath of the reaction to Bajaria's comments to spark speculation as to the company's true goals. Its rivals are surely doing the same. Don't be surprised if Prime throws their hat in the ring on this one. Peacock, since they're already with NBC Sports. This would be interesting. Which could ultimately explain why Netflix has been scraping up the toothpaste over the past few days. If it's planning to make the kind of dramatic move that will shock and awe competitors and customers alike, it's critical to keep anyone from seeing it coming. And now, Netflix surprised everyone when they went for the Christmas Day games this year. That came out of nowhere. So Reed Hastings, since he developed the streaming model back in, I'd say, 2007, 2008, he was laughed at for that, right? He's never been afraid. He's been a guy who's always like tried to trend set, to experiment and go for the next big thing. And I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to say, "Hey, NFL, give me the whole enchilada, and I'll figure it out from there." Would not surprise me one bit. Not sure I'm against this. I mean, what I like about it is that it's not going to affect the product at home. I mean, if you don't buy the Sunday ticket package they offer or whatever they're going to call it, it still won't affect you at home. You'll still turn on your TV and go to your local affiliate, and the local game will be on, right? So it's just for the people who want to buy the premium packages. That's who it would affect. So one thing's for sure, the NFL's got to stop putting games like all over the place, games on Prime, games on Peacock, games on Netflix, just stop. Just rein it all in, make it simple, set up a nice, tiers of options that we can choose from, and let's go from there, because it's just been a nightmare the last couple of years. So anyway, that's all I got. Would love to know what you guys think. Leave a comment below if so inclined. Please smash the like button as well if so inclined. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Could always use the help. That's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next video. You take care.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.